respected chairperson and my dear colleagues. The topic of my talk is a survey report on the application of pesticides on tomato, Lycopersicon esculentum in Bishnupur district, a major commercial vegetable producing area in Manipur, India. This Manipur, it is the northeastern part of India. As we already know that tomato, it is one of the important and nutritive rich vegetable, and it is highly sensitive to environmental stress and a high temperature and a low soil moisture. So the off-season production of tomato is widely accepted by the farmers in Manipur, India for higher returns because of the ideal soil and climatic conditions for the cultivation of vegetable. Like the other states of India, we are also seriously affected by the pest attack. So the unusual shower leads to the outbreak of the soil-borne diseases. So in order to protect and control the vegetables from such disease, various agrochemical pesticides are used to reduce the damage and increase in yield by the farmers or the vegetable growers in Manipur. So the objective of my investigation is to study the attitudes and practices developed by vegetable growers on pesticide application, to identify the commonly used pesticide on tomatoes, and to assess the possible impact of pesticide application on the health of the environment. In the methodology, the questionnaires were prepared based on the Mia et al., Asda et al., and Krishna et al., and the face-to-face interviews were performed with the vegetable growers. Not only this, the informations were also collected from agrochemical dealers, then the farm science center and agriculture experts. From the survey, it was found that the majority of the vegetable growers are male under the age of 36 to 70 years, and they are mostly literate, which are shown in the table 1 below. And they mostly consult only with the agrochemical dealers about the application of the pesticides, while among them 5 of them received the professional training on the use of pesticides, and 6 of them have the recommendations from agriculture experts. And none of them wear the goggles, and few of them wear gloves as well as nasal masks, and a maximum of them maintain the separate clothes while using and spraying of the pesticides. And inappropriate materials were used to quantify pesticides. So this is the table 1 shows the social and professional characterization of vegetable growers in this Bishnupur district. These are the table. Here we can see no protective measures while handling and spraying of the pesticides. And most of the common target pests in tomato we have found out to be the fruit borer, that is Helicobacter armigera, and the cutworm Pedidroma sociea, as well as the diseases are the early blight of leaves and the stem by Alternaria solani, bacterial wilt of disease and the stem by Pseudomonas solanicerum. A blossom and rot of young fruit and a lip minor of tomato leaves were also observed during the investigation at the survey zone. These are highlighted in table 2 and from figure 2 to 4. So the major target pests and disease on tomato in Bishnupur districts. These are here we can see the early blight at different stages, and these are the bacterial wilt, and here we can see the lip minor and the flea beetle and the blossom and rot. So from the investigation, it was observed that a total of 31 different active ingredients of pesticides were reported by vegetable growers, of which 11 are insecticides, 11 are fungicides, 2 are nematicides, and 7 are herbicides. So among the insecticides, flubendimide and cypermethrin are the most commonly used insecticides, and among the fungicide, mancozeb is the most commonly used. So carbofuran and alphametrin are the only nematicides used in the survey zone, and the glyphosate is the most commonly used herbicide. The frequency of the pesticide application depends upon the type of the pest concern, and insecticides and fungicides were mostly used 1 to 10 times. So these are the table for the frequency of pesticide application and the active ingredients used in tomatoes. So the waiting period for insecticides were found to be mostly 15 to 20 days, and the fungicides were from 1 week to 15 days. Most of the farmers use pesticides according to the packet or the bottle label by the company, as highlighted in the table 4, and Mostly the hand-driven sprayer pump was used as an equipment to spray the pesticides, and the empty containers or the packets were disposed of in open field near farm, burning off near the farm and throwing at the riverside as well as in the drain near the farm. And the major symptom of the pesticide in vegetable growers after applications were found to be headache, vomiting, eye problem, skin problem, and fatigue. But among them, one of the farmers have problems like gastric ulcer and diarrhea. So these are the pesticide use pattern by vegetable growers in tomatoes in Bishnupur area. And here we can see how the farmers can dispose of the container in the open field near the riverside and in the after burning. So the possible impact of pesticides on environment, as we already know that it may develop resistance and resurgence to the target pest, and may damage plants may damage due to phytotoxicity or the presence of residue, and the vegetation may change due to overuse of pesticides. So the mortality in bird and domestic animals after consuming pesticide affected insects and residue containing fresh vegetables. So in humans there may be the presence of residue in the body or the poisoning due to the occupational exposure. So to the ear, it may contaminate due to chemical disposal and bad smell emitting from the dumping site, as well as due to the fumigating materials. So it may contaminate surface and groundwater due to direct contact and leaking of disposal, and it may also contaminate soil due to misuse and spray pesticide which ultimately return to the soil, which in turn may destroy the soil microflora. So we come to the conclusion that from the investigation it was concluded that chemical control of pests was the main approach used by the farmers in the survey area to protect tomatoes from insect damage and disease. They practice uncontrolled use of pesticide during application without consideration of the health of the consumers and themselves. They have little or have no knowledge about the safe use of chemical pesticides, and they are not aware of the waiting period, environmental health hazard, and all those accidents led by misapplication of these chemical pesticides. Thank you.
Some questions, comments, or any clarity, if any?
Yes, sir.
Please, I want to ask about new disease.
Yes, sir.
About the tuta absoluta.
It is the lip minor disease of the tomato lips. Tuta absoluta is the name of the insect.
Do you have control this disease in your country?
For controlling all this disease, they use these pesticides. So, these pesticides which I have shown you. So among them, only the common one is the flubendiamide pesticide is used.
Is it effective for
Yeah,
this disease?
yeah.
So you control this disease in your country?
I'm not doing in that way, sir. I'm just surveying which pesticides are used, just to identify the commonly used pesticides by the farmers in order to control their diseases.
Any question? I've noted you, yes.
Like you are an extensionist.
Yes, ma'am.
Please, maybe you can work with toxicologists to know the residual level of those pesticides on the fruits of the.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, my project is on the pesticide residue analysis. So, in order to further research work, first I need to know the commonly used pesticides. After that, from that commonly used pesticides, I will do the pesticide residue analysis.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you for the presentation. In the area you surveyed, you happen to come across bacterial wilt.
Yes.
And in case it was there, how do farmers control it?
Bacterial wilt.
Yeah.
Oh. For that control, actually, I have no idea, because in that field I'm not going right now, sir. So sorry.
So there's no control yet. It's
Yeah.
only the resistant variety.
Yeah.
Okay, can I take one last comment and then we go to the next speaker? Yes.
It was so interesting, your presentation.
Yes, sir.
I want to know about the fusarium.
Fusarium wilt.
Fusarium Fusarium oxysporium form special radish lycopersicea. It is the fusarium to attack to the root system. And what about the stem in the upper side of the plant? The symptomatology attack goes by time to time, and this is, causing without fruit, just the stem, the necrosis. How long it goes to the upside of the plant?
Sir, actually the fusarium, well, it is also fungal disease. So the symptom is just similar like that early blight or bacterial wilt. So first it will necrosis will come on the stem, and then it will come to the leaves like that, and then after that the whole plant body will be wilting.
Okay, we did have a round of applause.